Welcome. Thank you for watching this video presented by CostStoreFixtures. Questions should be emailed to CostStoreFixtures@outlook.com. This application uses the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet program. Microsoft and Excel are trademarks and property of Microsoft Corporation. A Microsoft Corporation license is required to use the Excel program. The instruction example covers foundation principles and demonstrates the process by calculating the cost of a pedestal fixture step by step. Each instruction example consists of a macro button and a cell comment. To read the text of the macro before clicking the button, hover over the cell to the right of the button and the text of the macro is displayed. Complete the instruction example to develop an understanding and proficiency at preparing a cost workup. The instructions example is on the instruction sheet. The instruction sheet is the window currently displayed. The example starts at row 157. To get to the example, click the fourth button labeled B.000 Example Cost Workup Pedestal. The focus of step 2 of the 3 steps is on the principles of this process and how to enter the material prices on 3 cost workup sheets. Example item 2.2.01 Introduction, Entering Base Materials Prices. This is part 2 of step 2 of the pedestal cost workup example. There are 3 tables on each cost workup sheet. Prices are entered only in the detail table, which starts at row 27 on all 7 formats of the cost workup sheet. The detail table rows identify unique pieces of material. The detail table rows are a structured list of parts that are used to fabricate a fixture. When a material price is entered in any row, the application calculates the cost of that one piece of material. Base substrate material prices will be entered in 5 rows for the cabinet sides. The base requires 8 unique prices entered into 23 cells. 1 percentage value will be entered into 1 cell. The instructions examples go through all 23 price entries. When prompted, enter the price specified in the message box into the cost workup sheet cell selected. After entering the price, return to the instruction sheet by selecting the tab to the left along the bottom of the window. All cost workup sheet formats share the same basic layout. The number of rows dedicated to specific categories of the fixture structure vary with the nature of the component format. For example, the detail of materials required to fabricate a typical lower cabinet is quite different than the materials needed to assemble and mount lighting in the cabinet. Even with these conditions, the table structure remains the same. What changes is the number of rows that are required to emphasize the materials needed for a cabinet versus the lighting which will be mounted into the cabinet. On the Tables, Definitions, and Abbreviations sheet, Topic 17 presents a diagram of the cost workup sheet. All cost workup sheets follow the structure of that diagram. The number of rows dedicated to each category on the cost workup sheets varies with the component involved. The unit of measure used for the material is displayed in column S. The cost calculation will be based on that unit of measure. The base material prices are entered in this part 2. The door materials prices are entered in part 3. The shelf materials prices are entered in part 4. This example 2.2.01 is completed. Continue the instructions example by clicking item 2.2.02.